Guess who's back?
You're now listening to Unapologetic, the podcast, with your two hosts, Dre and Reg, discussing any and everything unfiltered.
I don't see how they couldn't get the deal done, man. I mean, it's, Black Mamba, man. You know what I'm saying?
But, so do you think it's more on Nike or more on his wife? And I guess the advisors that didn't do it.
It's a little bit of both, I'm sure. Man, we know his wife is a businesswoman, man.
Yeah.
She is. She's a businesswoman. So when it boils down to it, you gotta look at it from the numbers. And I'm not saying, of course, we know that Kobe isn't carrying Nike. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you know what I mean? Like a big chunk of what Nike got going on, especially after his death. It has a lot to do with him, man.
They said, from what I heard, they said Nike offered them a lifetime deal.
Okay.
We'll see. I don't know. We'll see. Actually, this right here should be one of our main topics. Justin Fields.
We can get into it.
It should have been.
You talking about the epilepsy or what?
No.
Did you hear about that?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, he came out and told NFL execs that he has epilepsy.
Oh, but just the fact that clearly he is 1B.
He should be. Yeah.
And
and
all of a sudden they acting like he the 5th, 6th, 7th best quarterback coming out the draft.
And they saying this young man might mess around and drop out the top 10, which is crazy to me.
Absurd. I want him at number 3. I mean, Mac Jones did his thing. Mac Jones is all right. But,
let's be honest.
But
no.
What I saw when this nigga played Clemson.
No.
I mean, come on, man.
But you know what? I told you. Well, first of all, it's a shame that they're doing that. They're doing that to that young man. But you know what? That the saying is that the quarterbacks coming out of Ohio State ain't no good.
Yeah, but the quarterbacks coming out of Alabama ain't never good either.
It's true. They never good.
Name one.
You cannot.
Tua had an all right season last year.
Yeah, well, yeah.
He's probably one of them rare that had buzz around him.
Yeah, they actually did all right. Yeah, you're right. Jalen Hurts now.
Yeah, but I mean,
but besides them two, yeah,
maybe you can't name one.
No, you can't. I don't know what it is, man. I think he has it. I think he has all the intangibles. But I will say that back, when we were talking, I told you that boy Zach Wilson was gonna go high. I thought he was gonna come to y'all. I thought he was gonna come, and I thought it was gonna be a good fit for y'all.
Yeah, I could deal with him, but I like Fields. I would like Fields, but if the experts keep saying that out of all these quarterbacks, Fields is the one that can be transcending, and actually win an MVP.
So what the hell is the problem?
Exactly.
Why is Matt Jones?
Because he's black. I mean. A lot of people don't want to say it, but I think because they always give us that stigmatism. And what's the first thing they said about him? Oh, he never throws his second or third read. He don't go through his progressions. I mean, if your receiver's open.
You think that is attributed to his race versus the system in Ohio State?
Well, if the receiver open. But then again, you can say, okay, does it go back to because they always like the same thing with Lamar Jackson. They the reads, or it seems like it takes black quarterbacks a little longer to grasp a playbook or whatever else. And that's that's just what it feels like. I mean, I'm pretty sure this man has hit a check down receiver before. He's hit a tight end.
Of course.
He's hit a slot receiver.
Of course.
A running back. But I don't know, man. It's just weird to me how. I mean, you saw what I saw.
I did.
I mean, you saw what I saw.
I did. I was all for it.
On some broken ribs, that.
Yeah, I was all for it. Listen, I'm thinking, look, I'm praying to the football guys. Please don't let San Francisco take him.
I want him.
And now he's not even in the running, so to speak, for it, man. Yeah. I mean, we'll see what happens, man. These guys don't know everything. These so-called experts,
right?
But I will say the first 3 picks, I think they're locked.
Yeah. Hopefully not.
Hopefully not, for your sake.
Well, they talking about Trey Lance now too.
Yeah, he's in the mix. I would take him before I take Matt Jones.
I would too. I just don't like slow quarterback. I think
you can't have a slow quarterback in today's league.
Right. This league today, you need something mobile. You need somebody that can scramble, create when it's needed.
Yeah.
I mean,
or else. When you got the defensive ends are faster than the quarterback, you better have some type of wheels.
Right. I get tired of listening to them talk about what Shanahan did with damn
Garoppolo.
No, Matt Ryan and my guy in Minnesota now.
Kirk
Cousins and whoever else. Like, stop it. They fit. Mac Jones fits this system.
No, he don't.
Fuck out of here.
No, he don't.
Okay, if you was a GM, you got 6'2", 166 pounds, Devontae Smith.
Mm-hmm.
Are you taking him in that top 10?
Okay, so history tells us that picking a guy under 6 foot in the top 10 is a no-go.
But he's 6 feet though. He's 6'2".
6 feet. No, he's 6 foot. 166.
Oh, I saw 6'2" today.
I saw 6 foot.
Okay, but
in Indianapolis, he a French fry.
166.
Yeah, light in the ass, and they're saying that we taking a look at him. Dog, you know what? Certain people, they just have it, man, and I think he's one of those guys that have it. You know what I'm saying? Like, he just has it. He put me in the mind of like a Marvin Harrison type. It's just gonna get you what you need when you need it. You understand what I'm saying?
You think he take big hits?
I think he's going to have to learn how to protect himself.
Okay.
He's going to. It's going to take some growing pains, I think.
That's hard as receiving.
Yeah,
especially if you come over the middle, quarterback can sell you out easy.
Yeah.
Not intentionally, but.
Yeah, but if he takes the who's a good example? The Edelman approach.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Edelman protected his body.
Okay.
He gonna get what he get. He going down.
Okay.
You know, with him being retired.
Yeah.
Congrats to him and his recent retirement. But he's gonna have to learn how to protect his body and knowing that lowering the boom. I ain't never seen him lower the boom. So you know, going against the world's best athletes is not the time to start doing it.
Right. Absolutely not.
Let's hope for his sake that he's smart, and I think he is. He's smart, man.
Dynamic receiver, man. Dynamic receiver. I mean,
listen, dude.
He can get the job done.
Listen, dude. The guy is so crispy, man. You know, I got an opportunity to see him at the SEC championship. This guy is crispy. Can do it all, man. Can do it all. Route tree is nothing. He's in the line.
That size scared me though. if I was a GM, that size kind of scares me a little bit. But you know, yeah.
Are we even having this conversation if Waddle don't get hurt?
Probably not.
Okay, we in agreement to that.
Probably not.
No knock on him.
Man, we running through sports crew. Okay, NBA MVP real quick. Right now.
MVP.
If you was to pick one right now.
Ooh. Before the injuries, I would say James Harden.
I'm with you. I would ride with James. And I would think, for me, it's a throw up with Embiid and Joker after that.
Yeah. Because Embiid is playing crazy.
Yeah, everybody's talking about Steph right now. I just can't do it because how Golden State look as a team.
Right.
He's doing his thing. But just that team aspect and where they're at, I mean.
Can you throw PG in there anyway?
You know, for some reason, it looked like the Clippers flying under the radar to me.
They are?
Yeah, like you're not hearing a lot about him.
PG is who?
Yeah, he is. and very, very efficient.
Yeah, PG is on fire, bro.
Very efficient.
What, he fires his game 30 points?
Yeah. Real quick, them. We're gonna do a small deep dive on them. I finished it last week when we talked about it. I told you I hadn't finished. He was like, "You're not gonna give me no spoilers."
Yeah.
So them thoughts.
The creativity is out of this world.
Okay.
I enjoyed it. man, it was some spaced out shit in there, man.
Okay.
Again, as far as creativity goes, you know, I really did enjoy it, man. It kind of lost me in certain places. I like how they went back and told us about the man in the black hat, the backstory on that. I liked how that went.
You talking about the white guy, right? The, Amish?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. I like how that went.
Was it Amish?
I think they were Amish.
Oh,
I think they were. And overall, I enjoyed it, man.
Okay.
I enjoyed it.
I got a completely different perspective. I did not like that shit. I don't know if it's just the imagery combined with what's going on today.
Okay.
I was cool until the Cat in the Bag episode.
Oh shit, yeah.
I was cool. I was cool till then. And then that's when I started. That was I think the first time I started to say, you know what, I'm gonna turn this shit off.
You should do much.
Yeah, I can't.
Yeah.
Because I mean, just the black trauma and pain and everything else. I'm tired of seeing it.
Yeah.
And that shit like really triggered me.
Yeah. I can see it.
And then so I made it through that episode. The next episode after that was, I want to say, old girl was in the little underground bunker with old boy. They broke into my man's house, stringed him up, and you know, all that shit. So that shit was kind of like, you know. But then that next episode with the Amish people, when they burnt their eyes out with the hot spoiler.
God.
Now that's when I said, you know what?
I can't fuck with it, huh? Yeah.
But I pushed through.
Yeah.
I pushed through and finished because I think that was episode 9. So I have one more. But yeah, overall, I wouldn't. For me, I wouldn't recommend nobody watch it because that shit just like triggered me in certain ways.
Gotcha.
And I don't know, man. Like I posted that shit on Facebook. I'm like, yo, I would not recommend this to nobody. I can't. Like, I don't know if it's just a combination of everything that's going on today, and just just the you know, that black trauma, the black pain, and you know, I had to go look up the producers of it. So I'm like, yo, I want to see if they white or black, and then come to find out,
Lena Waithe.
they black.
Lena Waithe.
Yeah, Lena Waithe. Yeah, old girl from The Chi. Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know. And then everybody's like, hey, from the previews that I saw, I didn't want to watch it. I can't deal with it. But I'm like, what previews did you see? Because the previews I saw,
it looked dope, right?
Yeah, it looked pretty good. Made me interested in want to see it. It didn't show me that cat in the bag shit. It didn't show me that hot poker in the eye. Like, it didn't show me these key parts that made me want to stop watching it.
It's definitely gruesome, man. There's definitely some gruesome parts in there, man. So I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
I think from the creativity standpoint, that's what I look for when I'm looking at a show, man. Creativity standpoint, and for that, and you know, some of the messages behind it, I enjoyed it. So I saw it for what it was. So I do get what you're saying.
Yeah.
There was some ugly parts in that.
Oh my God. Yeah, absolutely. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Welcome back to another episode of Unapologetic the Podcast. Got your two hosts here. My nigga Dre. I'm Reg. Episode Trey 5. What's good with everybody? What's good with you, man?
Brother, I'm blessed, man. Happy to be here. You know, it's always good when we can get together and film, man.
Yeah.
Good week for me so far.
Okay.
You know, went back to work on Monday from a long break, man. Celebrated birthday at home with the fam. You know, moved around a little bit, dog. Really enjoyed it, man. Can't say it enough, man. I really enjoyed myself. Did not want to go back to work on Monday. But
Never. Yeah, they got us come back in the office, but I didn't even really go back in there. I just like poke my head in and shit.
Yeah.
But ain't nobody in there though. Motherfuckers is in there. Like, even if they do come in there, they go on by lunchtime and done. So I mean, it is what it is. But
what about you, man? What you got going?
Bruh, it's, you know, same old. I'm just, you know, trying to keep my nose clean.
Yeah, the time's come.
Yes, keep my nose clean. So I don't go out with no Gold Mars, no A1 pipes, none of that shit. None of that shit. off topic real quick though.
Okay.
It was a couple episodes back. We talked about I think it was our last episode Will was on. We had talked about I had mentioned how many mass murders had happened this year alone.
I remember.
And it outnumbered the days.
Yep.
And so in the last week, well, I want to say from like Wednesday to Sunday, I think that's from Tuesday to Sunday, 6-day time frame, we ended up having 8 mass murders. It was Omaha, Kenosha, Columbus.
Yep.
Damn. And another one just happened in Columbus. We're gonna get into that.
Yep.
So that's another. So that's 2 in Columbus. Ann Arbor.
Yep.
Indianapolis, the UPS,
FedEx. Yeah, FedEx. Yep.
Austin, Texas.
Yep.
What happened in Shreveport?
What happened in Shreveport?
I had to look it up. Okay. I have to look it up. But yeah, it was like 7 or 8 mass shootings in this 6 days times, man.
Yeah, man. America's fucked up.
Dog.
America's fucked up, bro. It ain't no secret about it. America's fucked up.
And I haven't even looked at the number yet, but I forgot what number we was at during the episode. But I'm pretty sure whatever day we are on in this year, we can guesstimate 30 days in January, 28 in February, 30 in March, and we 20 days deep in April. So whatever it is, we are way past the days number.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Hey, listen, man.
Which is crazy.
I think I don't know what the fix is. We'll keep on talking about it.
Gun control?
Gun control?
You think?
Well,
because that's one thing they keep talking about, but
yeah, they talking about it, but then still it's the wild motherfucking West out here in Texas now. You know what I'm saying? So with the gun laws that they just passed, so it's like, what the fuck? Ain't no fucking gun laws coming, man. People anteing up on weapons now. You know what I'm saying?
Oh boy in Indianapolis, he bought all his shit legally.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, and he was I can't remember his age. But
looked like
they had just raided his house. What they said a month before or something. Yeah. They had ATF. Nigga, the ATF raided your shit. Why are you still got guns? Why are you able to go into FedEx and shoot some shit up,
bro? And and his folks had reported him to the FBI.
That was the one, yeah. That was the reason why ATF raided his shit.
And he still got off.
They said he was he had mentioned he wanted to. His mother said he wanted to commit suicide by police when they raided the house, when they raided his shit. So what is that? I mean,
bro, I don't know, man. Some fucking weirdos out here, man. Mental health is real, man. Look at the signs, man. Look at the fucking signs.
Yeah, I hate to attribute everything to black and white. But I know for a fact if they said Andre had guns, he had threatened to commit death by suicide by police officer, you wouldn't be on the street.
No, I damn sure wouldn't have no gun then. I'll be under heavy surveillance.
Talk to me. Talk to me.
I'll be under heavy surveillance.
I mean, it's crazy how that shit happen. I wanted to ask you this real quick. This ain't even a topic.
Okay.
Have you ever had a woman tell you anytime through this social media as or whatever else, you don't like my pictures, you don't even look at my stories?
I don't think so. I don't know.
That shit.
Obviously, you have.
That's the weirdest shit to me ever.
You don't even.
I barely look at any. I barely look at my own stories.
Right.
But I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever. No, I ain't never heard that one, man. Worry about you looking at they liking their shit and.
You don't like my pictures. You don't look at my stories.
So.
Yeah. Whatever.
Look at you though.
Right.
I mean, it's that type time. Obviously, it's that type time.
Yeah.
So, I look at you. So.
Right. Absolutely.
I don't know, bro.
I can't breathe.
I can't breathe.
I can breathe. I'm sorry.
Breathe. Okay.
Las Vegas Raiders.
All right.
Mark Davis?
Yes.
Mark Davis.
Yes.
Tweets I can't breathe.
Okay.
On the Raiders. Not his own shit. The Raiders.
Okay.
Twitter.
Okay. I can see why at first glance, with the sensitivity of how, how everything went down, I can see why people were like, yo, hold the fuck up. But in my honest opinion, when I read into it and I looked at it, I'm just like, well, it sounds like to me that he's just showing support.
Right.
You know what I mean? Creating a new narrative. You know what I mean? Creating a new slogan, if you will. I don't know. Now, what I will say is it's a difference between support and trying to profit off of this thing. And that's the thing that gets it's kind of gray when it comes down to that. But, Black Twitter and Black IG is not happy about that, buddy.
At all. Well, when you white and you doing anything like that, period, especially on the day he did it,
yeah.
I guess I can see it. But so I at first I kind of had an issue with it when I looked at it. Then I dug into it, and I'm like, he's a white guy. He's not in the know of a lot of this stuff that's going on,
which I didn't know until you told me.
He's I hate to say he's living in a rock, but
I mean,
for the most part, he is. So one thing we got to stop expecting white people to understand us and what's going on without talking to us, and I think that's one thing he probably needs to do. He needs a consultant, and I think we talked about this of every in the position he's in, he needs a team, Black, Asian, Latino, whoever else. Like, hey, should I tweet this? Blah blah blah, whatever else. Like, he's in that echelon right now. Like, when you're in that multi-millionaire, billionaire range, like a simple tweet can fuck up your whole career. Like,
yeah. Is it too much to talk to your team?
No, I don't think so.
I mean, I'm pretty sure his team is at least 70% Black, at least.
I would hope so.
It has to be.
Or some of it.
It has to be. There's no question about it.
Oh, you mean the actual football team?
Actual football
players.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. 70 or better.
Yeah, at least
70 or better.
Yeah, so, why would you not talk to your team or, your players, talk to your running back Jacobs, talk to your star guys. I mean, Carr's the face of the franchise, so he don't really count necessarily, but, talk to your players and see what they feel about it first. Maybe he did. I don't know. Maybe we jumping the gun. I don't know if he did, if he didn't. But, it's just a sensitive time to put that out.
Yeah. And I understand. I do think you can try a little too much.
Okay.
To we understand what's going on. You own a franchise. You have black players. And you don't want to harm or damage the relationship that you have with the. So he's the boss,
right?
And so we can call these players employees,
Absolutely.
right? Okay,
Absolutely.
all right. So you don't want to damage the relationship you have with these employees,
right,
and future employees.
Facts.
Right. So I think.
Facts.
Yeah, I think you can actually do it in a way to where I'm not trying to alienate myself or make myself look bad or put some dumb shit out there. I thought I was supporting the cause. Even like Drew Brees, when he said that bullshit he said, even though we know you can recant that shit. You feel like people are kneeling, disrespect the flag.
Yeah.
He still feel like that to this day.
Yeah.
People was hurt about it. You just gonna come out and say, okay, I didn't mean to hurt nobody, blah, 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 blah. You still feel that way.
Yeah.
And a lot of white people feel that way.
Yeah.
That's another subject for another day, though. We're not going to get on that. That's another subject for another day. This flag and the kneeling and all this other shit, that's a subject for another day.
Right.
But, yes, I just think, as sometimes white people, I love y'all. The ones of y'all that love us and actually stand up for us, you can try a little too hard. You can try a little too hard. And, and which is, is good for those that are standing up for us and in the fight with us. But it's just good to be quiet sometimes.
Yeah, I think. Well, you know what? On one hand, you say it's good to be quiet, but on the other hand, is if you are quiet and you're a part of the problem.
Yeah. Well, if you don't know what to say.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I agree with you on that. If you don't know, if you talking mush mouth and shit, yeah, then I'm with you,
Oh man.
Yeah.
You had mentioned this to me. You said LeBron had he tweeted or was on IG.
It was on IG.
Say
IG
you're
post.
next.
You're next.
Well, you know what? Let's save this one. Let's save this one because we gonna get into Miss Bryant.
Yeah.
The Verzuz.
Right.
Did you watch it?
I watched a little bit of it.
Okay.
Man. I watched a little bit of it.
We ain't gonna stay on that long then.
Yeah, I didn't see a whole lot of it. Man, my time was actually tied up with my damn dog.
Okay.
But from what I did see, man, it looked like it was fun filled, man. And everybody I talked to said it definitely took them down memory lane. Yeah, it was like, from what I saw, it was like, you know, Red and Meth, man, they didn't skip a beat, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was like they been like they never stopped.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's good for hip hop. It's definitely good for them. It's good for Red. You know, we ain't heard from Red in a little bit, man. So it's good for Red. I mean, Meth been doing this thing. I mean, you know, movies and shit. Arguably the best verse last year. Without a cursing word, might I add, on that
college.
Yeah.
Ooh.
He didn't curse.
I didn't think about that.
Yeah, he didn't curse.
Well, I didn't think about verse of the year though.
Yeah, close to he was in running for it. Yeah.
Now I got to go back and look at verse.
We just listened to it earlier though.
Yeah, we did.
I meant to say something to you, but I'm like, I ain't gonna show this intelligence because I know he hear what he's saying.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Oh.
Without a cursing word. Meth said he done cursing.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Did he curse last night? I don't know, but
That's what he said.
I loved it. I enjoyed it. I watched every bit of it. So I'm gonna show my age real quick because my mom, dad, they you know, growing up listening to all kind of music in the house. You know, house parties, whatever they did. So actually, EPMD was my favorite group growing up. Just, you know, listening to, you know, parents out there playing cards, listening to music. So that's how I got actually introduced to RedMan. RedMan was my favorite rapper. Until Nas came around.
I remember you saying that. Yeah, I remember you saying that.
So last night was crazy for me.
Yeah.
And then just to see EPMD back together on the stage with DJ Scratch, because, you know, a lot of people love, because everybody's younger these days, but everybody don't know exactly like what's going on with them. Like, but just to see everybody back together. And then Keith Murray was out there. But last night was crazy for me. Yeah. I loved it. I enjoyed it. That's all I'm gonna say about it. I enjoyed it.
I know it was dope, man.
110%. And just to you know, get back to the rapping that we heard throughout the 90s and early 2000s.
The rapping that got us here.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. The golden
it's crazy.
years. The golden years of rap.
Definitely golden years. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man. So off key, off subject. Last week we was very serious.
Right.
And rightfully so, because there's a lot of shit going on in the media, and not just the media, just in the world in general about, you know, shootings, killings, the verdict, and just everything, man. And you know, we mentioned, like, it seems like once the weather start warming up, people start coming outside. It's more killings. The police, like, it's almost like an annual thing, because last year was like probably the worst of all, because and I say the worst of all is because what we seen was actually documented on camera. We saw a man basically die. 9 minutes 29 seconds. Yeah. And then Breonna Taylor, Ahmaud Arbery. You know, there's so many things happened. But so basically our episode last week, and I probably would never ever watch the episode again or listen to it, just because I don't like to be in that mode, that space. And to be honest with you, it was times I teared up. Yeah. Like just talking about it, because that shit like sits like deep. Yeah, and you never know. You know what I'm saying? Like what can happen to you, what can happen to me. And just like think about like what's going on, that could easily be me, you, your mom, your brother, your sister, your friend, whoever else, your coworker. You never know. So, and like people hit me up about the episode. I'm like, yo, like, we're not like a podcast that strictly talks about relationships, or strictly talks about finances, or strictly talks about sports or whatever else. We just talk about culture, and whatever is current. We cover everything.
Facts.
Everything. And that's basically what we did. And it just so happened that everything that happened within that week was like tragic shit.
Man, it had to be spoken on.
Right.
It had to.
Right. Absolutely.
It would have been foolish for us not to address the things that we addressed last week, and the same with today. You know, the things that we're going to address. You know, it would make us some bozos if we did not do it.
Right.
So, you know, whatever.
And then it's hard not to even talk about it anyway.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. You
because
can't not.
Yeah. But this is something that I had actually mentioned to you and Aisha the last episode we had. Shout out to Aisha.
Shout out to Aisha.
Apple Coffee and Apple Juice podcast. She got her merch out.
What is it? Fuck Love?
Fuck Love.
Yeah, I seen it the other day, man. Yes. I like that shit. I need some of that.
I'm gonna get one, Aisha.
I need some of that.
But it was a young man. I'm off the top of the head, so don't kill me, Unapologetic Nation. But he's in Chicago, teenager. I want to say he died. He got shot mid-March. His family had reported him missing. The day that I guess he went missing, the police had ended up shooting him. Family had, once they reported him missing, the police came to them like, hey, he's been killed, blah, 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 blah. He had a gun. He was resisting arrest. He did X, Y, Z, whatever else. So, of course, they want to see the body cam footage.
Okay.
And I'm going to pause this conversation on him real quick. Just my personal opinion, I think there should be a law for a body cam, period, to where if something happens, your body cam isn't on, something should happen to the officer. Like, it should be mandatory for you as an officer to turn your body cam on once you answer a call, once you take foot out that car. It should be something mandatory for you to turn your body cam on.
I agree.
There's no reason for somebody to die or anything for happening and you not have a body cam on. That's the reason for the body cam. But so the family has been trying to get this body cam footage for, I want to say 3, probably 4 weeks, close to it. And once they do get the body cam footage, it shows the police officer chasing this young teenager down. I want to say he's 13, 14 years old, maybe. Once the police officer runs him down, gets close to him, turns around, tell him to freeze. He throws the gun behind the fence and tosses his hand. As soon as he throws the gun behind the fence and tosses his hands up, gets shot dead in the middle of the chest.
Right.
You saw the video.
I did. You showed me the video.
What did he say?
He said, "Put the gun down. Show me your hands." Or he didn't say, "Put the gun down." He said, "Show me your hands."
Show me your hands.
Show me your hands.
And
that's where the video that I saw where it freezes. And for those who don't know, we're talking about Adam Toledo. And I don't understand it. What the reason was to shoot this young man? Yes, he ran. At this point, he has his hands up. He doesn't have anything in his hands. He's not a threat to you. You could have easily apprehended this young boy. Easily.
Right.
He surrendered. So what was the basis for you to shoot this young man? What was the reasoning for it to take so long for you to inform his family? So many unanswered questions, man. And it's just like, it's like fucking duck hunt. It seems like.
Yeah.
Seems like it's fucking
like
duck
a fucking
hunt.
Cover up.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say nothing to you about your dead son until you report him missing.
Yeah. It's some bullshit, dog. Just the playing field is not fair.
It's not. As much you can identify anybody right now.
Mm-hmm.
You can identify anybody. So it should not be any reason why your son died and I can't get a hold of you through, or any way, because I should be able to identify him through dental records, fingerprints.
Come on, man. You know they knew who that boy was. Man.
Absolutely.
Come on, man.
Absolutely.
That night they knew who he was.
But they wait to inform his family that he's been killed, he died, after they report him missing. And then on top of that, they say, hey, he was resisting arrest, he had a gun.
Man,
but
that junk, the thing of it is, you can't really pinpoint. Again, I just don't understand what the hell some of these law enforcement folks are thinking, or if they're even thinking at all. It's like police reform needs to happen, man.
No, we got chumps with badges on. That's what we got.
Yeah, losers. Losers.
We got chumps with badges on.
Losers.
And of course, Chicago's protesting. Listen, my heart goes to this young boy's family. Anybody associated with him that is dealing with this ordeal. I mean, it's too much going on, and we got. So I'm going to include, because I hate to use the term POC, people of color, because that groups us all together, which I don't like to group us all together, but I do like. We are definitely at a disadvantage.
Yeah.
But it is. I hate to say it's rare that we hear these instances where like for the last 3-4 weeks we was talking about Asian lives matter or this or that or whatever else. But when before that was we talking about brutality or any kind of violence against Asians? Right. What about Latino, Hispanic, or whatever else? Not many, but we have been saying this shit about blacks or African Americans in particular for decades, centuries on top of that. So I mean, but prayers out to his family, anybody affiliated with him, I love him, anybody affected it, but it's a sad story, and I could only imagine them telling me, my daughter was killed. She's been dead for 2 days, and you just notifying me.
Facts. I don't even like to think about shit like that.
I'm telling you.
But in today's society, you have to put yourself in those parents' shoes. You have to.
Yeah. And it's a sad situation.
Yeah, it's fucked up. That's probably what it is.
Sad situation. Like having to rationalize. I mean, because a lot of these cases you can actually see this person as being you, because you can readily identify with these people. Like, they're not shooting or killing people that are in certain neighborhoods that grew up with a silver spoon in their mouth or whatever else. You know what I'm saying? It's middle class below, if you want to even say middle class.
Facts.
Because I don't even know what the fuck middle class is these days.
What
really
is that?
I don't know. Like,
the have and the have nots.
Yeah. Like, I really I don't.
Yeah.
So yesterday was monumental for us in general. For we received a guilty verdict on Derek Chauvin. It's so many different layers that we can touch into this. For the three. So he received three guilty verdicts.
Right.
And I love it. I think the actual celebration or whatever else is cause for, is needed.
Okay.
Because it's unprecedented.
Yeah.
It's unprecedented. But then we have a lot of black people that are like, hey, why are we celebrating this? Why are we talking about this? This is not what it should be. We shouldn't have to celebrate things like this. We shouldn't have to, but we are, because it never happens.
Okay.
I mean, there's a lot of things. We shouldn't have to celebrate a black president or a black female vice president or a black woman vice president, for y'all that don't like female.
Right.
Black woman vice president. But we do, because the field is not level. The playing ground is not. So we have to celebrate it.
Okay. I think I agree with you. I agree with both sides. Yeah, it was monumental, man. I'm glad that state of Minnesota got it right. I'm glad that we're, his family is not. I don't know if to call it closure, but justice, some sort of justice.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad that it's been brought to the forefront. However, I also think that while it's a time to rejoice, I do agree with I'll say that I feel like we should rejoice and be happy that this guy is going to the motherfucking slammer, and hopefully he's there for life. Hopefully, doubtful.
Yeah.
Different topic, different story. Won't go there. The fact of the matter
yeah, we got
is,
about 8 weeks.
yeah.
So we got
time.
We'll revisit
We got
8
time.
weeks. Yeah.
But I do think that us, Black America, we need to have a sort of standing point of, okay, what's next?
Okay.
What this is happening? This is happening. Yeah, justice has been served. Is it owed to us? Absolutely. But again, we should be happy that it has happened because it's not normal. But now it's what's next. We can't just stop here and say, hey, okay, we got this motherfucker right. Now let's get quiet again. No, we got to keep fighting because there's other cases, there's other people. There's going to be as we know, yesterday, an
hour after the verdict.
Exactly. Yeah. So I think when people are saying that, I think that's where they're coming from, and I agree, man. I agree. I can't say enough how happy I am about it.
Right.
I'm happy that they got it right. And I've heard a few different people comment on and talk to some people yesterday about it. But it really we got to keep fighting.
Right.
We got to keep going. We can't just settle for this.
Yeah. So I think one thing about it is like we're always gonna have division between us because we're gonna have that side that's rejoicing, that's happy, blah blah blah. Even though we know, hey, the fight ain't over. We got to keep going. Then we have the other side, like, hey, why the fuck y'all celebrating? Blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. I would love for us to have like both. Like we can do both.
We can do both.
You know what I'm saying? But that division, like it's just crazy. And to talk about your closure part, you and I may feel different about closure, but his family may feel, of course, completely different from us. And I do think they probably didn't get the closure, any kind of closure. They got, I guess, as Ben Crump said, it was some accountability. It wasn't really justice. But this motherfucker was a coward anyway for what he did, but even more of a coward because his ass didn't even testify on his behalf.
Well, he knew he was going to incriminate
exactly.
He knew that the proof was in the
exactly. So I think George isn't here to talk about what happened. Right. So I think that's probably the only closure that they could have gotten is if his punk ass got on the stand and but
the motherfucker didn't even apologize.
The state was gonna tear his ass up.
Yeah,
the state was gonna tear his ass up.
Yeah, but he, like I said, he knew that. His counsel let him know, like, "Hey, boy, don't you give him that motherfucking mic."
But I think that was the only closure he could have got. What the family could have got, is actually from his. We'll probably never get his viewpoint, which I don't give a fuck about his viewpoint.
Fuck his viewpoint, man.
But
yeah, I get what you're saying though.
I mean,
man, they didn't apologize though.
That's exactly. So I guess we'll find out in 8 weeks when he gets sentenced. But do they give you a chance to?
Yeah, they do.
Okay, so we'll see. We'll see, Derek. I'm watching you, boy. 8 weeks. That nigga ain't show no remorse, no nothing when they read them verdicts out. None. Face didn't change. Stone face the whole time.
That man knew he was cooked. Though.
Poker face.
Yeah, he knew he was cooked. He knew he was cooked, bro.
Out of here.
He knew he was cooked.
So like we said, it's just so much happened yesterday within the verdict. My joy for I actually I was crying, like I was shedding tears because just thinking about, I mean, I don't know. It's a whole lot of emotions going around, and just with him, with reliving what happened to him, the videos, because they kept showing that shit over and over again.
That fucking knee. Yeah. That fucking knee.
Then the audio, and then just listen to the verdict, man. I'm just like, man, like it's like this is crazy, and I just wanted to enjoy that, and then next thing I know, probably like an hour, 2 hours later, like people tagging me and stuff, sending videos. We got and I might pronounce it wrong. We got Makiyah Bryant, and I think the first text message I got, it said 15-year-old black girl killed by a police officer. And I saw that shit and I was like, you know what? It's too much right now.
Yeah.
My anxiety's all over the place.
Yeah.
From just the verdict in itself, I wanted to enjoy the verses, so I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna fuck the rest of this day and night up by opening this text message or looking at this video or whatever else. But going to bed that night, I did, and I'm like,
yeah.
but so I do have a lot of thoughts on this. I'm pretty sure everybody has seen the video or should have seen the video.
Mm-hmm.
It's just so many questions, unknown questions, man, and I know what they're not going to be answered. But me off the top of my head right now, this police officer, nothing's going to happen to him. I don't think nothing's going to happen to him.
No shit.
And the reason why I say that is because she has a knife.
Yes.
Still, like of course, social media has already broken down. She's about to plunge this knife in this girl.
Yes.
So, I think it's excessive force. Four shots to the chest is too much.
Yeah.
I think he could have shot her lower. Mm-hmm. He could have used his taser. But her swinging a knife, wielding a knife, about to stab another person, I think as many loopholes as we done seen work with the George Zimmerman, Alton Sterling, Michael Brown, it's so many we can name. Mm-hmm. I think this is another one, and it's clear cut that people can say, look, he's protecting this young lady in the pink because she's about to get stabbed. Mm-hmm. And I hate to say it because, like I said, I think it's excessive force? I do. Because I think a taser could have took care of that. I think him shooting this girl in the leg, in the hip, or whatever else could have stopped all that's happened. But, I mean, even with that, what are all these fucking adults around doing?
Facts.
It's adults. And then when in the video, once she got shot, you can hear, I don't know who. You killed my baby. You killed my baby. She's just a little girl. Blah 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 blah. Yeah. So nigga, what are you doing? Why? So I can't imagine one of my daughters out here getting jumped by two girls her age or whatever else, and me not doing nothing, or her calling the police, telling the police, to come because this or that happened. I'm sitting here watching my daughter fight two girls, or watch her come out of the house with a knife, about to stab two girls, and then the police pull up at that.
You let them take it in their hands,
and I'm sitting there watching this shit.
Yeah. So I agree.
But even so, if you my neighbor, I expect you to do better.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna let your son get jumped by two other people.
I watched my neighbor the other day slap the shit. I was coming in, he was slapping the shit out of this young boy in the middle of the street. Mm-hmm. I had to stop this man. He told the man, to the point he ran the man to somebody else's yard. Damn. He told the man, if you don't come out that yard, I'm going to my house, get my gun, I'm kill you. I had to go down there like, hey man, listen, get up, dog. Yeah, get up, dog. Going home.
Yeah, our community got to do better. But yeah. I'm gonna let you go. But like I said, I mean, just to close out what I was saying, just for those factors alone, I don't see nothing happening to this guy because just because how it looks, the optics, and what happened. And it's sad to say,
man. But I see why you're saying it, and I've had those. I had those same thoughts on it. First off, man, it's unfortunate that happened to that young lady, man. I for one, will say that a taser could have handled that, man. You know what I'm saying? You didn't have to take that young lady's life. What the fuck did you think was gonna happen? You felt like at that moment that you had to stop this teenage girl by shooting her in the chest.
Right. 4 times.
4 times. Like you bucked this young lady. Like really, like you shot to kill. You shot to kill this young lady. You can say you can say whatever you want to say. Oh, she was trying to kill someone else. I get it. But you mean to tell me that, again, with this training, so-called training that law enforcement is receiving, that you don't know and you can't assess the situation to the point where it's like, all right, I don't have to, nobody has to die today. Nobody has to die today. Yeah, it's wild out here, but nobody has to die today.
Why is it shoot to kill?
I don't fucking know, Reggie. I don't fucking know.
But it's only shoot to kill when it's somebody black, or let's say a person of color. We'll use that term.
Okay, minority.
Okay.
Minority. All right, we'll go with that. Yeah, I don't know why, dog. I don't know why. Like at the end of the day, you and I, we have specific training, right? Mm-hmm. We know what we're doing when we aim cinemas. We know what we're doing when we're aiming at a certain show. You know, if I'm running down the street and you are laying down or you are walking up or whatever you're doing, you're standing up, you know, hey, you know where to hit me to stop me, right, and you know where to hit me to kill me. And you can do both of those with no problem.
Right.
As can I. You ain't gonna sit and tell me these motherfucking police can't do it too.
There are measures and regulations put in place to where you cannot kill somebody that's surrendering. You cannot pick up somebody's weapon and kill them with their own weapon.
Oh,
all throughout Geneva Convention.
Yeah, Geneva Convention. Yeah, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
The police need some kind of Geneva Convention.
Yeah. Dog, I agree. No, I agree with you. I just think that and so to go off of what the question at hand or to comment on what you were saying, I think something will happen to this officer. However, it won't be second degree murder. It won't be. Maybe third degree. Maybe. Possibly. I don't think it'll be second degree. And I'm just saying that based on what you're saying and what we both saw, they're going to use that. They're going to try to carry that thing out, the narrative of him protecting that young lady. You know what I mean? And that very well could have been it, but not the use of deadly force. That's bullshit.
Right.
That's bullshit. And it's not okay. It's not okay. And according to the stories, right, these young ladies that were there, they brought the shit to her doorstep, correct?
Absolutely. In her yard. And so that's why I'm confused. What are these adults doing? They're sitting around.
So honestly, in all actuality, standing your ground for a minor shouldn't even came into play. But I think that's going to be something that's going to be addressed. Yeah.
So
I think that's going to be addressed.
You know, honestly, I hate to say it, I don't think it's going to be addressed. And the reason why I say I don't think it's going to be addressed is because I don't think it's going to go to trial.
No shit.
I don't think it's going to.
Damn, I
think it's going to be just like. I hope I'm wrong too. I think it's just going to be. I think it's going to be like the Breonna Taylor case. They're going to investigate it and say, "Are we going to bring charges up on these officers? On this officer? Okay. Here's the facts we have. We have this officer. He felt like he needed to protect this young lady from being stabbed.
Yeah, they're gonna ride that shit till the wheels fall off. No question.
Yeah. We have video, and we can pull up the video right now. People done broke it down already. Still frame images of old girl with a knife, like bringing it up, wheeling it. So I mean, like, it's just crazy. Like, and I can't blame this young lady. I think the adults failed her. The adults in that neighborhood, the adults, whoever was watching that shit, the police officer as an adult failed her. And that's like our culture. We have so many toxic traits and habits that we have. We still have parents that's like, you better not come home with your ass whooped.
Kicked.
You better blah 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 blah. You know, whatever else.
You fight till you win.
But and so not saying that's the case because I don't know. I wasn't there. But for these adults to be sitting on the sidelines
and letting me
watching this shit like it's Floyd and Pacquiao, like they're spectating, like I don't get that shit.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna sit here and watch your son or your daughter knuckle up with somebody and then get their ass whipped and then they come back out with a knife.
One of my old classmates, man. One of my one of my old classmates, man. A couple of weeks ago, I saw that he allowed his daughter to fight, get her to her first fight, and put it on Facebook. Yeah, and he caught some backlash for his parenting skills or the way he wants to parent, and I'm indifferent. I won't tell anybody how to raise their kids. However, I'm never going to tell my son or tell my daughter to go out there and bust that ass. It's just not gonna happen for me. Right. No, their mothers aren't going to do it either. Right. So that's just not how I'm going to teach my kids. I'm going to teach my kids to protect themselves at all costs. But we're not putting gasoline on this flame. We're not doing that. We're not. No. We're not doing that. We're not doing that.
Listen, ass whippers is universal.
Yeah.
We take them.
Yeah.
We take them.
Yeah.
We take them. I would rather my son, my daughter take an ass whooping.
Yep.
And live to talk about it.
Yep.
Then take an ass whooping.
Yep.
And come out here with a knife or a gun trying to kill somebody.
Yep.
And the police catch them and kill them.
Yep. Not even the police. Not even just
or somebody else kill them.
Yeah. When weapons are involved, man. Weapons.
Right. But so that's the difference between, because we talked about old boy from Indianapolis earlier. Like, it's so easy to get fucking guns or whatever else these days.
Yeah. Yeah, dog. Yeah.
And hey, these bottom line, these adults failed her. Period.
We can both agree on that.
Yeah.
We both can agree on that.
Like them watching her.
We both can agree on that.
But that's enough about that. Like, cause I'm trying to
still
recover, man.
Yeah.
Like I'm tired of talking about tragic, traumatic stuff. You know, just I need some soul cleansing. I need some therapy. I'm trying to see my therapist this week. Like it's just too much going on, man.
Yeah.
But so let me close it out. But I got a question for you. So let's say you propose, right?
Propose as in?
to a lady, to a young lady.
All right, cool.
Somebody that you're dating, you're interested in.
Okay.
And she says no.
Shit. Okay.
Is it over?
Fuck. You know what? She just flat out says no. Is that what we're going with? I gotta ask you. You gotta tell me.
Yeah. She's like,
I can't do it. Right. Oh no, it's a wrap.
Okay.
It's a wrap. It's a wrap. Because at the end of the day, if you don't have any substance behind why you telling me no, that's why I asked you what I asked you. If you're telling me I'm not ready, or if you're telling me I feel like it's some things that we need to work on together as a unit, I feel like that we are almost there, but not quite. I can ride with those things, but a flat out no.
Okay. So she has to explain that at that point, because you know the way shit is set up, women like that center stage. And a nigga's going to propose at a time to where it's people around or it's a beautiful setting or whatever else.
Right. Okay.
There's going to be people around. So of course we are prideful people.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Prideful beings as men.
Yeah. Shit. Yeah.
So does she need to explain that right then and there?
No.
Okay.
No. But what do you do? What do you do? If you ask a motherfucker to marry you, bro, and they say no, bro, what do you do?
In front of everybody.
In front of your monotone voice made it. Look, you stare at me like it happened to me. It ain't never happened to me, but I'm just saying the way you said it, it's like, oh.
Yeah.
I don't know how you, like, what do you do, bro? Like, what do you do?
I don't know.
It's niggas out here that's going through that, dude.
Yeah.
What do you do? Is it over for you?
Yeah, I'm hurt.
Everybody in
It's
there.
a wrap.
I'm in there.
It's a wrap.
You know what I'm saying? Smurfing that motherfucker.
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap. It's a wrap. It's a wrap.
It's over with.
Yeah.
No coming back. The woman of your dreams now. This the woman of your dreams now, Reg. No coming back. The woman of your dreams, dog.
Yeah, but so things don't happen quite like the way we want them to happen.
Yeah,
I would like to say, okay, she say yes, and then later on that night, like, hey, listen, I said yes because I didn't want to make a scene. I didn't want to make you look like blah 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 in front of blah blah blah, whatever else. I didn't want to blah blah blah, but I can't do this right now because of X, Y, Z, this, that, and the third. So you gave me the reason why you can't.
Okay.
And you've told me that you can't right now. So now I know how I need to adjust to fix the situation.
Okay. So
if you flat out tell me
shit no
in front of the world, like,
did that be yeah.
Nah, like I can't accept this ring or whatever else, like,
yeah, you should. Okay, you shitting on me.
Because I feel like if I'm at that level,
okay,
then we really going heavy with each other, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we should have that love rapport amongst each other to where we're not really trying to make each other look bad in front of the rest of the world. So
you're saying you would expect her to just roll with it in that moment? In that moment, roll with it.
Hopefully, yeah. But everybody don't think on the fly like that.
Yeah, no, they don't.
But I mean, nigga, once you get slapped in the face or kicked in the dick or whatever else, like,
like slap in your mouth, you ain't taking no more of that. You ain't taking too many slaps.
Yeah.
Wow. I can't imagine, man.
That's a tough one.
Yeah.
That's a tough one.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, like I said, I wouldn't want to know. I get what you're saying is as much as you don't want, we always say we don't want something that's made for TV. In that moment, you do want the shit to be made for TV. You do want it to be made for TV. In that moment, you do. So I got what you said. Yeah. Shit, though.
And it's reasonable, but nobody, like, not everybody thinks like on the fly, like, okay, I'm gonna do this, do that. But it's just that you dropping on a knee, you got the ring, you done put thought in this shit.
Yeah.
And you saying them words.
Right.
And she's like, I can't do this.
I can't do it.
Nah.
I ain't gonna be able to do
it. Would you rather her just stand there or just walk off? Doesn't matter.
I'm with you, dog. Lie to me right now. Lie to me right now, dog. Lie to me right now. You fucking around, blood up some shit. This bitch, man. Fuck.
Yeah. Oh my God, nigga. Listen, you got everybody, her friends, your friends. You done set the whole vibe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nigga that went to Jared's or K's.
Lie to me. Yeah, lie to me.
Oh my God. Yeah. You got,
I'm gonna ride your coattail on that one. Lie to me. Yeah.
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 I'm with you. Yeah, you gotta lie to me.
Yeah, lie to me.
Lie to me. Break it down to me later.
Yeah.
Then we can lie to everybody else. Like, I'm getting my shot group tight.
Yeah, we take a chill pill.
To adjust whatever you want to, whatever you feel like, okay, we shouldn't get married because X, Y, Z.
Mm-hmm.
But those for me, it gotta be valid too.
Valid?
Like, you just can't say, well, I don't know because,
I'm not ready. I'm not ready good enough? Is that good enough for you?
For her not to be ready?
Yeah, for her to tell you that she ain't ready. Is she for the streets then?
So let me readdress the question to you.
Oh, you curved it.
Yeah. But no. So through your experiences and then just with you, your homeboys, anybody you know.
Yeah.
When hasn't a woman been ready when a guy was ready? Because usually they're ready before us.
This is true.
Especially if they like really, really, really going Like they tight.
Yeah, I don't know anybody. Nor have I experienced the turn down. The no, I've never experienced. I don't know anybody who's ever went through that.
But for a nigga to go and buy a ring and say, "Listen,"
he know he in there. He know he in there. He know he in there. Somebody might have applied some motherfucking pressure to him to the point where he done
the vice grips.
Yeah,
on that
like
nigga.
Hey, nigga, put it on. Hey, get it right, get it tight.
The nigga read the tea leaves wrong.
Yeah.
That nigga read the tea leaves wrong or something. Oh my God.
Yeah.
But
is she for the streets then? And that's my last question. Is she for the streets? She tell you, Reggie, I'm not ready.
In front of everybody.
Yeah. She says,
I'm probably chucking them. I'm chucking them.
I'm just not ready. Looking at your eye like this. I'm just not ready.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, she tell me she ain't ready. You got to go.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna get that street a name.
Fuck you mean you ain't ready?
Keisha Boulevard.
Yeah, you ain't ready. You ain't ready. Release the house.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey. Somebody be ready. But because pride takes over
in that moment.
All cases in that moment.
In that moment, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, we gonna.
You can't never look the same anyway. You can never look the same in front of young niggas.
Right.
And her friends. Even if you was to say, listen, all right, baby, I understand. Like, y'all talk later. In the back of everybody's head.
So you on your knee. No. You getting up and you ain't. What you do after that? You're not placing the ring on. So what do you do after that?
And the ambiance is set.
Do you just about face? Do you run out like a little schoolgirl?
Ooh. You still gotta face these people later on too though.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna scratch my head. I'm just gonna walk outside.
I was just playing. I was fucking around anyway.
Shout out to
that motherfucker took me serious.
Yeah, man, you know I wouldn't even trip. Yeah. Shout out to the men that
it's a fake ass ring anyway.
It ain't
screaming this shit.
I got this shit for the gumball. Yeah.
Oh no, hey, that's a tough one for real. That's a tough one.
Lord, please don't put me in that predicament. Please don't. Big homie, if you hear me, if you ever hear me now. Please don't put me in that type of predicament.
Yeah, cause I like all the memes say I got one more good one left in me.
Yeah.
And if I waste that shit on a bad proposal, that shit don't go right. It's a wrap. It's a wrap.
Ooh. I don't even want to talk about it. I'm cool.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can't see it, man. But man, listen. Coming off last week, I really like the vibe, the atmosphere of this one, man. Because I don't know, last week was kind of
emotional.
Yeah, emotional, gloomy, slow.
Yeah.
But it need to be addressed though. It need to be addressed.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot of things that if we don't talk about, then it's gonna stay pent up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And as we always say, this is kind of like therapy sometimes throughout throughout the week, just to be able to talk to my nigga.
Absolutely.
And laugh, talk about serious shit or whatever else.
Absolutely.
And it's needed. But man, hopefully next week we won't be on some of the same shit, some of these same topics, talking about this and that happened and such and such got killed and whatever else. Like, man, listen, give us a break, world.
Man, that's what I was about to say.
Break.
America, you got a week.
Yeah,
get it right next week, America.
Give us a break. Like, it's like we don't need no more traumatic incidents happening. Please, leave our future alone. These kids, these young teenagers. Because I mean, they deserve to live
the life shot, man.
Right, absolutely. Shot. And that lets you know, like when we really say, like, man, listen, like we have lived past a time frame that we probably wasn't supposed to live.
It's true.
We have ain't no actually
there. Ain't no problem in it, though.
Yeah. We have actually lived, like, because shit can happen. Like, to go back even, the week before with Dante, like, he's 20 years old. Like, for all intents and purposes, he's still a baby.
Motherfucking baby. A motherfucking baby.
I mean, it's like...
You can't even sit down and have him cold drink.
Nah.
Yeah, baby.
No, at all. Like, it's crazy. But, yeah. I don't know. Hopefully that's the case, that, we can actually sit down and have a next episode to where we're not talking about or addressing somebody being killed, any kind of police brutality, inequality, racism, trauma amongst black people, like that. I would rather, and we laugh and joke about talking about relationship shit and all that other shit, but I would rather talk about stuff like that in sports than, this young lady being killed, or Adam Toledo, or, the Derek Chauvin, his indictment, conviction. Yeah. And everything else. Yeah, that's my 2 cents on that, man. What?
Well, yeah, I agree with you fully, man. Like I said again before, America, you got a motherfucking week to get it right. But in closing, man, I appreciate everybody. We appreciate everybody tuning in and listening to us and support, man. Can't thank you enough. It really seems surreal at times that we're here and we have the platform and we're able to say what it is we say and how we feel about things. Like, share, subscribe, hit that button, hit them buttons, tell a friend, phone a friend, do whatever you need to do. And as always, I like to say, we understand mental health is real. And again, we're not subject matter experts, but we do know a little bit about a little bit, and we definitely can point you into the right direction if you need help in that area. You can get to me at NSG_nomads or log in to or tap into the Unapologetic podcast page. Also with Reg is amazing on IG. And please, before you do something crazy or before you do something that you may regret later, just tap in and talk to us and holler at us, and I can assure you won't be ignored, and we'll get you the help that we can and help you out to the best of our ability. Other than that, shout out to the home team. Shout out to Unapologetic Nation. That's all I got, man.
Oh, no. Hey, they said Lonzo was LaMelo.
Melo. Yeah, I seen that. Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see. Yes. Listen, I appreciate everybody that tunes in, that subscribes. Even if you don't subscribe and you listen to us, cool. I appreciate you. Sure. But subscribe.
Anyway.
We'll take that. And I keep forgetting that shit, but as y'all watch enough, y'all will know that.
Bad man and rough, we good. I got you. I got you.
But and to add on to what Dre said about mental health, especially because what's going on right now, like it can really fuck with your mental. And we just got too much going on in the TV. Like they keep showing us, George Floyd and Adam Toledo and Makiyah Bryant, and we are watching traumatic images over and over and over, and then combine them. It's a whole bunch of stuff they're playing in. So all this stuff can just mess with you mentally and bring you down. Yeah. So definitely, if you feel some kind of way, and reach out. We're here always. I don't know. It's just crazy because just as black people, we go through so much, and we try to be so strong and act like a lot of stuff don't bother us and hold that stuff in. And that's one thing that we got to let go of. We got to, we got to address this stuff. Yeah. therapy and talking to counselors and everything else is so taboo for us.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be. Seek it. Even, I mean, if it's just talking to your friend, going out to get a drink with somebody, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do that. But to get off that, once again, thank everybody. Thank you for everything that y'all do for us. This is just some regular stuff that we, like I say this all the time, that we do. This is regular conversation between us.
Yep.
We can talk about anything, you know, and just to have a platform and just to do our regular thing, talk to people, talk to each other and voice our opinions on different things that's going on within the culture weekly, and to have people tune in to watch us means a whole lot.
Right.
We appreciate it 100%. We're going to get this merch going back again. We got a couple things we need to clear up. We was just talking about it. We got some more things that we want to talk about and tighten up and figure up. But we're going to definitely do that. Shout out to everybody that's watching us, my family. I love y'all. Everybody watching.
Sure.
As always, we're unapologetic. We're unfiltered. Thank you for tuning in, and we will see y'all next week.
Before I forget, man, shout out to my people out in Hawaii, man, the Mosleys, man, Michelle, John, Destiny, Bubba. I mean, hey, listen, Mari, thank y'all so much, man. I mean, they really take heed to the show, man. So shout out to y'all. I love y'all. I miss y'all, and I can't wait to see y'all, man.
Shout out to the Mosleys. I appreciate that. I didn't even know that, but shout out to the Mosleys. I appreciate that. Matter of fact, try to get y'all some free merch.
Hey, man, let's get it.
I just thought about that. Try to get y'all some free merch. But anyway, like I said, once again, we are unapologetic. We're unfiltered. Thank you for tuning in. Episode Trey 5. We are out of here. See y'all next week. Peace.
You know what it is. Thanks for listening to another episode of Unapologetic, the podcast. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe.
Better follow me.